AdChoicesADVERTISINGinRead invented by TeadsAdChoicesADVERTISINGinRead invented by TeadsAnd England's former defensive maestro. Still bears the bitter mental scars to underline his point. Shoved into an untested back three alongside two of the Premier League's leading defenders of the time on his Leeds debut nearly 18 years ago, Ferdinand soon found himself 3 goals down within 29 minutes of a horror show against Leicester City. When I first made my debut for Leeds, it was in a back three with 2 defenders of the class of Jonathan Woodgate and Lucas Radebe, recalled Ferdinand, who will be covering the tournament as a pundit with the BBC. We got beaten 3-1 and were all over the place for the first half hour. That shows how important that understanding is the most important thing, and the thing that concerns me is that Gareth Southgate's defenders are not familiar with each other. My defensive partnerships were always based on understanding instinctively where my partners were going to be, and that comes from game time spent together. Then it is the problem of controlling other people. If you have not got your own line in order, how are you going to control the ones in front of your communication-wise? As a result, Ferdinand says it is essential Southgate picks his best 3 players for the pre-tournament friendly against Nigeria at Wembley and play them throughout the warm-up program right through to England's opener against Tunisia in Volgograd on June 18. These 2 warm-up games have never been more important to an England team than at this time, he said. It is the time you need to get familiar with the other people you are playing with. I don't need just to be familiar with my centre-back partners. I need to understand my goalkeeper and the way he wants to move. Then there's the centre midfield in front of us and the back three ourselves. I need to have that triangle imprinted in my mind so I know intuitively where they're going to be. I believe the players who are going to start the World Cup should play the warm-up games. Southgate's main challenge is to pick those 3 players in the first place. For Ferdinand's money, only 2 of the likely trio are truly up to the task. John Stones can be the one in the middle, he explained. His role is to cover the 2 other backs. He is the communicator. He has got to be the one pushing and pulling people about to make his own job easier by making sure nobody gets through on his area. Then he has got to pick the right moment to step in front. Stones can do that. In terms of the outside 2 guys, they have got to be constantly going out and defending wide areas, 100% from the start. That's why Gareth Southgate is using Kyle Walker and would have used Joe Gomez if he was fit. Gary Neville did the same under Terry Venables at Euro 96 and was comfortable in that position because you have to be mobile. That is my main concern with Maguire out on the left. Is he mobile enough to go out there 1v1 to cover the wide areas between him and the wing-back? They are my question marks about the team at the moment. Who is able to do that? Maguire is fantastic on the ball, but can he defend? Bottom line, though, Ferdinand feels Southgate is going with a back 3 not because it is a tactical masterstroke but because he does not have the individual players who are good enough or safe enough to form a centre-back pairing. The reason he is fixated on a back 3 is that I don't feel he has any confidence in a back 2 formed from all the players he has got to choose from. He said bluntly, if he had maybe me and Sol Campbell, or John Terry and Sol Campbell, and the depth that we had before, then he could have gone with a back 4, but I don't think he has the players to do that at the moment because they have not got the experience and they're not playing enough games. We are compensating for our lack of players.